how's it going, everybody? It's Young here, and welcome to a Death Stranding news update. The following information comes from Norman Reedus, who recently took to Instagram to share a rather bizarre video clip that may be providing some clues about Death Stranding. The video clip in question is pretty bizarre and comes totally out of left field, but that's all the more reason to believe that it might be related to Kojima's upcoming new game. Before I proceed any further, here is what the clip in question looks like. Yep, I know, what the fuck. But I think you will agree that visual elements of the video clip are reminiscent of Death Stranding, starting with how it features a butt-naked white man, who is likely meant to represent Norman's character from Death Stranding's first trailer. From there, the body suddenly slumps and ragdolls as if its entire bone structure disappeared before getting sucked into this little hole. Now, my theory on all this is that this is basically Norman Reedus hinting that his character does in fact get pulled into a black hole at some point in the game. We've already seen hints that black holes will play a major part in Death Stranding through things like the Schwarzschild radius engraved on Norman's necklace, which defines the radius of a black hole, and the fact that the words black hole are literally engraved on Mads Mikkelsen's rifle in the second trailer. So perhaps this is Norman adding more fuel to that fire. The Instagram video clip is pretty on the nose when you think about it. The hole is literally black, it's actually a black hole, and the butt-naked man literally gets sucked into it. I should also point out that the small size of the black hole in the video clip makes a lot of sense from a scientific point of view. While we often associate black holes as these giant masses of pure darkness that encompass a very large volume in space, the visible darkness of a black hole is mainly due to the absence of light as a result of a gravitational force so great that nothing in the area, not even light, can escape. The outermost boundary of a black hole's volume, in which light can't escape, is what's called the event horizon, also known as the point of no return. Anything that does go through the event horizon basically gets sucked into the black hole center without hope of escape, with the center being the point of origin for the immense gravitational force. Residing at the center of a black hole is what's called a singularity, a one-dimensional point that contains a huge mass in an infinitely small space, where density and gravity become infinite and space-time curves infinitely. Fun fact, the Schwarzschild radius equation on Norman's necklace that I talked about before, aka the radius of a black hole, is also defined as the length between the singularity and the event horizon, with the volume within the sphere that the Schwarzschild radius creates being the region where not even light can escape. Now, while a black hole by definition encompasses both the volume within the event horizon and the singularity at the center, it's really the singularity that lies at the core of what makes this space-time phenomena possible. The singularity is essentially the hole in black hole, and everything else is the after effects of the singularity's properties. With that in mind, going back to Norman's Instagram video clip, notice how in the same manner that singularities are infinitely small points residing at the center of a black hole, the hole that the naked man in the video clip gets sucked into is also quite small and resides in the center of the shot's frame, almost as if it was intentionally meant to represent a singularity. I should also note the importance of the way the naked body gets sucked into the hole. It sort of ragdolls and slumps before getting slurped into the small hole like spaghetti. This is actually an effect that is not too dissimilar to what would happen in real life if an object or person went near a black hole. The scientific term for the effect is called spaghettification. The way renowned physicist Stephen Hawking described spaghettification was that if an astronaut were to go past a black hole's event horizon, due to the immense gravitational force, the astronaut would immediately be stretched like a rubber band before getting sucked into the singularity. The part of the body that first touches the event horizon would immediately compress horizontally and then stretch vertically, and then the rest of the body would follow suit. Basically, in this scenario, the astronaut would be turned into something akin to a strand of spaghetti or noodle before being slurped into the ever-hungry black hole singularity. That's kind of what we're witnessing in Norman's Instagram video clip, wouldn't you say? It's a naked man resembling Death Stranding's protagonist, standing on the event horizon of a black hole and getting spaghettified into the Singularity. Assuming this was indeed Norman's intention, the implication here could be that Norman's character in Death Stranding does somehow get sucked into a black hole, into a singularity, and by the will of some supernatural force, survived before ending up stranded on this surreal, ethereal, barren beach landscape. Whether the beach represents another time, another world, or another dimension is hard to say for sure at this point with what little information we have, but there is no denying that black holes will definitely be a big narrative device for Death Stranding, and I believe that Norman was further hinting at that through this Instagram post. I'm looking forward to seeing how this black hole thing plays into the whole narrative of Death Stranding and how it all turns out. So there you go, folks, my theory on Norman's recent Instagram post. Thank you for tuning in. I would love to hear your thoughts and theories on the matter in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon so we can sustain this channel without having to rely on third-party sponsorship and corporate interference. And to be further updated on all things Death Stranding, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I will see you guys next time. Young out!